What if I told you there's a city where medieval town halls perform daily concerts with dancing figurines, where the world's largest beer festival transforms an entire city into a Bavarian wonderland, and where royal palaces hide secret gardens that inspired fairy tale writers for centuries? I've discovered 15 destinations in Munich that will make you understand why this Bavarian capital is called the most livable city in the world. From beer halls where Mozart's father once drank to English, gardens larger than Central Park, from palaces where mad kings planned impossible dreams, to markets that have operated continuously for over 800 years. Over the next 10 minutes, I'll reveal the Munich that exists beyond Oktoberfest stereotypes. A city where high-tech innovation meets ancient traditions, where world-class museums house art treasures that survived 2 world wars, where every neighborhood tells a different story of Bavarian culture, royal ambition, and modern sophistication. Get ready to fall in love with Germany's southern gem. Number 15. Marienplatz and Glockenspiel, where the new town hall performs a 15-minute musical show with 43 bells and 43 life-sized figurines that reenact historical Bavarian events 3 times daily, drawing crowds who gather like it's a medieval theater performance. The Glockenspiel tells 2 stories. A tournament held in 1568 to celebrate a royal wedding, and the Schäfflertanz, Cooper's Dance, performed during a plague in 1517 to encourage people to come out of their homes. The figurines move with clockwork precision that has operated since 1908, making this one of Europe's largest mechanical clocks. Watching this performance while standing in the heart of Munich feels like witnessing a city that refuses to let its history become static. Number 14. Englischer Garten, one of the world's largest urban parks, where you can watch surfers ride artificial waves in the city center, sunbathe in designated nude areas, and climb a Greek temple for panoramic views of the Alps on clear days. The park is larger than Central Park and Hyde Park combined, containing traditional beer gardens where locals drink mass, liter mugs under chestnut trees that have shaded Munich residents for over 200 years. The Chinese Tower Beer Garden can seat 7,000 people, making it one of the largest in the world. The Isar River creates standing waves where surfers practice year-round, even in winter, creating a surreal scene of people in wetsuits surrounded by snow-covered banks. Number 13. Neuschwanstein Castle, just 2 hours from Munich, where King Ludwig II built his fairy tale fantasy that became the inspiration for Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle, creating the world's most photographed castle from his obsession with Wagner's operas. The castle was never completed. Ludwig died mysteriously in 1886 when only 14 rooms were finished. The throne room has no throne because Ludwig died before it could be installed. The castle receives over 1.3 million visitors annually, but the tragic story of the Mad King who built this dream and never lived to see it completed makes every visit feel like exploring a beautiful monument to unfulfilled ambition. Number 12. Viktualienmarkt, Munich's famous food market that has operated continuously since 1207, where traditional Bavarian delicacies are sold alongside international foods in a market that perfectly represents Munich's blend of tradition and cosmopolitan sophistication. The market contains 140 stalls, selling everything from traditional Weisswurst, white sausage, to exotic fruits from around the world. The central beer garden uses trees as natural posts for hanging traditional Bavarian decorations. The atmosphere changes throughout the day from busy morning shopping to leisurely afternoon beer drinking. The market's fountain features statues of Munich's most famous comedians because Bavarians believe food and laughter go together. Number 11. Munich Residenz, the former royal palace of Bavarian monarchs with 130 rooms displaying 400 years of royal collecting, from Renaissance tapestries to Baroque porcelain to Rococo furniture that represents the peak of European decorative arts. The Antiquarium is the largest Renaissance hall north of the Alps, with a barrel-vaulted ceiling covered in grotesque decorations and housing the Wittelsbach family's collection of ancient sculptures. The court garden provides a peaceful escape with Renaissance arcades and Baroque fountains. Walking through the residence feels like touring a museum where every room represents a different century of European royal taste and political power. Number 10. Hofbräuhaus, the world's most famous beer hall, established in 1589, where Mozart's father Leopold drank, where Hitler held early Nazi meetings, and where tourists now drink alongside locals in an atmosphere that has remained essentially unchanged for over 400 years. The hall can accommodate 3,000 people across multiple floors, with traditional Oompa bands playing from 6 p.m. daily. Many regular customers have their own personal beer steins locked in the hall's safe, a tradition called Maskrugstämmen. The atmosphere is deliberately theatrical. Everyone knows they're participating in a Bavarian cultural performance, but the beer is real, the music is authentic, and the communal spirit represents something genuinely Munich. Number 9. BMW World and Museum, where Bavarian engineering excellence is displayed in a building that looks like a giant tornado made of steel and glass, showcasing how Munich successfully transformed from a traditional city to a high-tech innovation center. The museum traces BMW's evolution from aircraft engines in 1916 to luxury cars and motorcycles today, while BMW World allows visitors to pick up their new BMW purchases in a ceremony that feels like a technological cathedral. The contrast between this ultra-modern complex and Munich's medieval city center perfectly represents how the city balances tradition with innovation. Number 8. Olympia Park, built for the 1972 Olympics, where innovative tent-like roofing created an architectural icon that still looks futuristic 50 years later, transforming a former airfield into Munich's premier recreation area. The Olympia term offers 360-degree views extending to the Alps on clear days, while the park itself hosts over 12,000 events annually, from rock concerts to cultural festivals. The tent roof design was revolutionary for its time and influenced stadium architecture worldwide. The park represents Munich's ability to create lasting legacies from international events while serving daily recreational needs for residents. Number 7. Nymphenburg Palace, the summer residence of Bavarian royalty, where Baroque architecture and landscape gardens create a complex so vast it has its own postal code, representing 300 years of royal ambition and artistic patronage. The palace complex includes the main building, 4 pavilions, and extensive gardens that transition from formal French Baroque to informal English landscape design. The Gallery of Beauties contains portraits of 36 beautiful women chosen by King Ludwig I, including Lola Montez, whose affair with the king caused a scandal that contributed to the 1848 revolution. The palace represents not just royal luxury, but also the political consequences of royal excess. Number 6. Asam Church, a tiny Baroque church built by the Asam brothers as their private chapel, packed with so much ornate decoration that it feels like standing inside a jewel box designed by angels with unlimited budgets and no sense of restraint. The church is only 8.8 meters wide but uses every centimeter for Baroque decoration, gilded columns, painted ceilings, marble angels, and trompe-l'oeil effects that make the small space feel infinite. The Asam brothers lived next door and could attend services without leaving home. The church represents Baroque art at its most concentrated and intense, creating a spiritual experience through overwhelming beauty rather than austere simplicity. Number 5. Deutsches Museum, the world's largest science and technology museum, where visitors can explore German contributions to everything from printing presses to rocket engines, representing the scientific curiosity that drives Munich's innovation economy. The museum contains original artifacts, including the first jet aircraft, early computers, and the laboratory bench where the atom was first split. The planetarium shows night skies as they appear from anywhere on Earth at any time in history. Museum. Munich's tech from medieval to modern. Number 4. Maximilianstrasse, Munich's answer to the Champs-Élysées, where luxury boutiques occupy 19th century buildings designed in a unique Maximilian style that combines Gothic revival with elements from various European architectural traditions. The street stretches from the Old Town to the Isar River, anchored by the Bavarian State Opera and the Museum of Ethnology. The architectural style was commissioned by King Maximilian II, who wanted to create a uniquely Bavarian architectural identity that wasn't just copying other European capitals. Today, the street represents Munich's economic success and cultural sophistication. Number 3. Isar River at Flaucher, where Munich residents treat their alpine river like an urban beach, barbecuing on gravel banks, swimming in glacier-fed water, and creating a summer beach atmosphere in the heart of Bavaria. The Flaucher area has been Munich's unofficial summer playground for over a century, where locals bring portable grills, play volleyball on gravel beaches, and swim in water that flows directly from the Alps. The city allows this informal recreation, creating a unique urban environment where a major European city maintains direct connection to its alpine river source. Number 2. The Pinakothek Museum's Quarter, where 3 major art museums house collections spanning from medieval altarpieces to contemporary installations, representing one of the world's great concentrations of European art and buildings designed by leading architects. The Alte Pinakothek houses one of the world's finest collections of European painting from the 14th to 18th centuries, including works by Dürer, Rubens, and Rembrandt. The Neue Pinakothek focuses on 19th century art, while the Pinakothek der Moderne covers 20th and 21st century art, design, and architecture. Together, they represent Munich's commitment to preserving and presenting European cultural heritage. And number 1. Munich Christmas markets, where the city transforms into a winter wonderland with over 20 different markets, each with its own character, from the traditional Christkindlmarkt at Marienplatz to specialized markets for medieval crafts, international foods, and contemporary design. The Christkindlmarkt dates back to the 14th century and maintains traditional crafts like hand-carved nativity figures, blown glass ornaments, and wooden toys that represent centuries of Bavarian craftsmanship. The aroma of roasted almonds, Lebkuchen, gingerbread, and Glühwein, mulled wine, fills the air while traditional Christmas music echoes off Gothic architecture. Munich's Christmas markets represent how the city preserves traditions while adapting them for contemporary life, creating experiences that feel both authentic and accessible. From medieval clock towers that perform daily concerts to beer halls, where history was made over mass steins, from royal palaces that bankrupted kingdoms to Christmas markets that transform entire city centers into winter wonderlands, Munich isn't just a travel destination, it's a city that has mastered the art of preserving tradition while embracing innovation, creating a uniquely Bavarian blend of Gemütlichkeit and sophistication. What makes Munich absolutely irresistible is how it offers authentic experiences without sacrificing comfort or convenience. You can drink beer in halls that have operated for 400 years, explore palaces that housed mad kings, swim in alpine rivers in the city center, and attend world-class opera performances, all while enjoying the legendary Bavarian hospitality that make strangers feel like old friends. Now I'm curious to know, which of these 15 Munich experiences made you want to book a flight to Bavaria immediately? Was it watching the Glockenspiel perform its medieval theater? Or maybe experiencing the world's most famous beer hall atmosphere? Drop a comment below with the number of your favorite Munich destination. If this video has filled you with Bavarian wanderlust and appreciation for cities that perfect the balance between tradition and modernity, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Every week, we explore destinations that prove great cities are built on preserving their authentic character while welcoming the world. Speaking of European cities that master the art of imperial elegance, next week, we're exploring Vienna to discover 15 places where classical music fills coffee houses, where imperial palaces showcase centuries of artistic patronage, and where the waltz was born in ballrooms that still host the world's most elegant parties. Vienna is going to enchant you. Until then, keep dreaming of Bavarian Gemütlichkeit, keep planning your next cultural adventure, and I'll see you in the next incredible destination.